Hi all, welcome to Dragon's Cave and welcome to another Froggy Friday. I've had this mould sitting around for a while. I did see a couple of people do it last week. I want to do something a little bit different. Now, in case you don't know, Froggy Friday is a weekly collaboration which was started by myself and Lisa Girl in the Garage. Probably 8 months or so ago now, I think. Maybe even longer. Since it started, we've been joined by loads of other people. There's at least a dozen or more new videos added every Friday. Check out the playlist. Good fun. So I'm going to move this out of the way because I need to mix up my aqua resin. I've already measured out 400 grams. Let me see if I can lift that a little. 400 grams of aqua resin. Just giving it a little bit of a stir to make sure there's no lumps in it. And I've got 120 grams of water because it's 30 grams to every 100 grams of powder. Just going to throw that in. I'll try and edit out the scrapey noises from the mixing. And you don't have an awful lot of working time with this. Like obviously it depends on the temperature in your workspace. It's kind of warm where I am today. We're in Spain. It's getting warmer. And why does that not seem to be mixing? Normally it goes really quickly. And it normally is not this thick and gloopy. I'm hoping that my weighing scales are not out of whack. Normally it's far more watery than this. But we have no time to mess about. So it appears to be mixed in completely, but it's not normally this thick. So I'm just hoping. Yeah, I'll cross everything, grab my mould and sling it all in. And hope that 400 grams is enough because I have very little left. And it appears to be pretty much spot on. Let me grab a pokey thing to make sure it's right up in the toes. The toes are very thin as well. I'm concerned about my ability to get this out in one piece. Right, it's in there. It's too much in there actually. Okay, grab a stick, take some out. I need to give this a bit of a wiggle and I can't do it if it's over full. You just grab something else to throw that into. Have another frog mold sitting here. If I can get the bag open before that sets in the bowl. Come on out. Okay. There may or may not be enough to fill this. We'll soon find out. Sorry, another bowl is in your way, but I don't have time to move. Now you probably already know from the thumbnail that I'm going to do my first ever attempt at decoupage with this frog. It's been something I've been wanting to try for quite a while, but just haven't got round to it. I'm making such a mess here. Oh, what a mess. Spatula would have been better, wouldn't it? Throw that down. If I can grab the spatula. Just knocked the cushion off my seat. Nearly tripped over that. Today is not a braining day today. Now I may have just about enough left in the bag to completely top this off, but we will see soon enough. When we get to demolding time, we will anyway. I'm taking so long doing this, I'm not going to be able to get the bubbles out of the other one, am I? I just hate waste. So that's pretty much it for that one. Now, oh, it's still floppy. Right, I'm going to mix up a little more and top that off. I will see you very soon. Bye. Hi all, demolding time. Need to be very, very careful with these toes, because if I break them off, I'm going to have to glue them back on. Well, that's a shock. My two one piece. Let's see how it went in terms of bubbles. Yeah, pretty well good actually. A couple here. Those eyes are very odd though. Yeah, got a few bubbles here and there, but because of the way I'm going to make this anyway, I don't think that's really that much of an issue. See how the other one did. This will probably be next week's frog now. Oh, huge air bubbles. No, I'm going to have to remake this one entirely. Nothing but bubbles. His eye, the cup. This had started setting up before I poured it, so there wasn't much chance of getting the bubbles out, unfortunately. Yeah, he'll just sit on the side. I won't be doing anything with that one. But I will remake him for the planned piece. Good. Okay, so I'm going to let this set up, properly dry, and then we'll move on to the next part. See you in a bit. Hi all. So he's fully cured now. I haven't bothered repairing the little air bubbles, but when I was cleaning up the overspill, I did manage to break off one of his toes, this one I believe. So I glued it back and I put a coat of UV resin on the bottom to strengthen it. Hopefully I won't lose any more now. So I have never done decoupage before. I have got all these pretty little bits of paper, and in this pot I have got, it's a 50-50 mix of PVA glue and water. So let's make a start and hope that I'm doing this right. You know what, I should lift this up, shouldn't I? Too big. Maybe it would have been easier if I'd put the paper into a pot to soak first, kind of like paper mache. Probably. Need to get this completely soaked through. Be good practice for something else I want to make as well, but to do that I have to wait for... Oh, that brush doesn't look very clean, does it? No, it's not. That might be the ink coming off the paper though. Where was I? Oh yes, there's something else I want to do. But I have to wait for my next delivery of aqua resin. Yeah, those pieces are definitely too big. I'm going to have to start ripping things up. And I will fast forward through this for you. Dip it.
Never been into the craft room, not a clue what to do. I think I need more coffee just to start. I look around at the mess I made the last time I was here. Maybe I should clean up first and then create some art. Stop faffing about. Stop making excuses not to work. Stop faffing about. 2 hours later and 3 couples made and drunk. I think at last I've thrown out all the junk. I start to look around and wonder what to make. I pick molds up and put them down. I think I need a break. Stop faffing about. Stop making excuses not to work. Stop faffing about. 2 hours later and 3 couples made and drunk. I think at last I've thrown out all the junk. I start to look around and wonder what to make. I pick molds up and put them down. I think I need a break. I still can't make my mind up just what I wanna make. Maybe coming here today was just a big mistake. I think I'll blindfold hubby and make him pick a mold. Pull my finger out and do it before I get too old. Stop faffing about. Stop making excuses not.
Well, that was annoying. I hadn't realised that my camera had switched itself off. But no mind, I'm not starting again. So it's not quite dry. I've been using the heat gun to kind of speed it up a bit. But I want to crack on. So obviously you can see I didn't cover the toes or the eyes, but I'm going to paint those. So because there's quite a bit of pink flowers in there, I'm going to use some pink. These are just acrylic paints that I got from Lidl. I'm going to start by just painting the eyeballs white. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but this did have like a line across it, and this had a cross. So I sanded those down as best I could. Now, aqua resin is pretty white anyway. Just want to give it an extra layer that'll help disguise where I've sanded it anyway. Right, so I'll leave that brush for a second. So I want to do the hands, feet, all the feet. Frogs don't have hands. In pink. It seems to be fairly pale. So I'm going to pick him up so you can see what I'm doing, hopefully.
Every time I go online, I see more stuff I need. I'm a resin addict, want the career to speed. I watch YouTube artists showing what they make. I order things and wonder how long will that take. like a powder in my nails and glitter in my hair. I found a pearl inside my bra. How did that get there? I see another new technique, and back online I go. I need to buy some more stuff from my favorite online store. Where will I put them this time? I've no more storage space. I'll have to kick the kids out and put resin in their place. I need more shelves and cupboards, a garage and a shed. If hubby ever sees the bills, I'll likely end up dead. I've so much stuff, I've got it piled up to the rafters. I suppose a resin addict is just like other crafters. Is there a group that I can join to help an addict out? Someone who stop me by and fix my credit, not a doubt. I'll give them all my passwords so they can watch my stay, and maybe my mold buying will eventually end.
Right, so that's going to need another coat. The feet may be okay without, but I'll probably give them a coat anyway, just to be on the safe side, make sure everything's covered. I can already see little bits where I've missed. Right, so I'm going to let that dry. I'll get another coat on, and then I'll come back when we're ready for the finishing touches. See you in a bit. Hi all. So this is dry now. Painted a little bit of a face on there as well. So now I'm going to give her some eyes, or attempt to at least. Ish. You can still kind of see where I sanded them down. They do at least look better than they did. So I'm going to use UV varnish sealer to seal it, obviously. And give it a little bit of a shine. I'll do this in stages. I'll do a little, then cure it. Okay, I'm going to seal this up, cure this up. Then I'll carry on, finish the rest of it, and I'll see you in a sec. Bye. Hi all. The gloss is cured now. Now you may have noticed I've painted over the eyes because I hated them. They were ugly, and not only that, when I put the UV torch over them, they glowed. So I'm going to mix up a bit of UV resin with some of this pink holographic glitter and see if I can make the eyes with that, because if not, I'll just have to sand them down again. And again, and again. And we'll keep going until I get them the way I want them to be. There's way too much glitter in there. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I think it'll be okay. So let's pick her up. Well, I can still see some of the original pink that I painted over showing through. Yes. I did have such a nice neat circle then, and then my hand slipped. That out of the way of the light. Do that, that's silly. That's going to fall over. I'm going to have to put another coat of white around this when I've finished. I can see too much of the other pink showing through. Get this done quickly. Stop it running around. Realise you're completely out of shot there, sorry. The other eye on, see if I can get it in a similar sort of place. I'm going to have to give this at least 2 coats, I think. I don't think the first one is thick enough. Quickly cure that in place so it doesn't run too far. Oops. Fine. Oh dear, I'm getting myself in a right muddle here. Right, so I'm going to see if I can get the eyes to match up. I need to move it off camera because I'm in a really awkward position here. And I will be back in a tick. Bye. At last, we are on the final piece. So she got her glittery eyes and glittery nail varnish. I've given the eyes another coat of UV after a couple of more coats of white acrylic paint. Now for the absolute final touch, she needs a bow. And of course, I had to go for this kind of slightly vintagey style looking bow. Match with the rest of the aesthetic. Assuming I can get the super glue to actually hold. Yay! She is done. And isn't she just the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? Probably not, but I think she's wonderful. So I will get you some photos. Please give us a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do. And check out the Froggy Friday playlist. We're currently in the May playlist. The April one and the original playlist, which is over 200 videos long, will be linked down below as well. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.